Hello friends, welcome back to Living with Cambriea, and welcome if you are new. If you are new here, my name's Cambriea, and every single Sunday I have this Hoarders series where I go to someone else's house and help them get it back in order. And today we are working on the office/workout room. Now this room was extremely difficult because I had zero workspace. So normally I try to section places off, but even that wasn't possible. So I started with a couple tasks at a time. In this situation, I was working on all the towels and clothes and things like that, trying to get all of that out of the room to be washed and gone through by the homeowner. And then after that, I was working on getting all the trash and moving some of the bigger furniture items out just so we had the working space to go through everything. So this was definitely a situation I wanted to share because so often I don't get this on camera, but it happens all the time. When working in spaces like this, you have to be very careful because a lot of times things fall just because there's not space for anything. We don't care about the others. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay. And then after I got the majority of clothes out, I say majority because I pretty much found towels or clothes throughout this entire time because you go through a pile and there's more. But once I got the majority of it out, I started going through the trash. So she had so many cardboard boxes and wrappings and things like that that just aren't necessary and were taking up so much space. So I was trying to go through everything piece by piece. That way we could discard the stuff that could be discarded, and then we had more space to work because we weren't surrounded by trash and cardboard boxes. A lot of people keep these cardboard boxes, but in the long run they take up so much space, and when you're already working with a limited amount of space, I highly recommend just recycling them. So she was actually using this room as an active office. So a big thing I was going for was making this usable, and the storage makes sense since she does work so much from home. So going through each of these papers, I always talk with the homeowners ahead of time of what things I can get rid of, what things I can't, and then if I know I can get rid of it, I toss it. If I'm not sure, I made specific boxes for her to go through. This specific homeowner doesn't like to be on camera, so a lot of the times we went through those boxes off camera, so you don't see that, but most of it was just paperwork. It is so important when you're going through something like this to go through the paperwork individually because you may think it's just one piece of paper, but in the long run of years of holding on to that paper, it really, really adds up. So we were making sure to go through all of this. I do also give all my homeowners homework, so a lot of this paperwork, I flat out told her, I'm like, let's get through the big stuff. Don't worry about this paperwork right now. We'll put it in this box, and then when you're watching a movie or a show tonight, that's when you go through the paperwork and just not be so stressed about it. Now, I don't always move furniture around. However, when I go into a space and the furniture layout completely does not make sense or is hindering the organization and space, I do like to move stuff around. So in this video, you'll notice I moved this desk. It was kind of floating in the middle of the room, which was causing that stuff was ending up behind it, and it was just not working. So I moved the desk slightly. I also moved the dresser, which you'll see later on. Like I said, I don't do this all the time, but in this situation where this stuff was did not make sense organization-wise or just usefulness.
I just wanna hold you one last time, hold you like we're fine, though it's over, almost over. Yeah, the final chapter's starting to end, closing every page one by one. Soon you're out the door, then you're gone. Are you really happy alone? But you say nothing.
This area I thought would actually be so much more work when I saw all these boxes, but realistically, as I was going through it, a lot of it was just trash, like stuff that wasn't necessary. So for the most part, I broke down the boxes. I did use some of the boxes to store stuff that I needed her to go through, but it is important still to go through everything, because as I was going through, there was things I found. I found some old photos from his father and a bunch of really cool old stuff that would have just gotten forgotten if it wasn't gone through individually, or old memorabilia from when they visited Germany. But all of this stuff has been lost because it's been just in a pile of basically junk that needed to be gone through and just gotten rid of. Now, my goal with getting this side of the closet cleaned out was I really wanted to move the dresser into the closet. That way she still had it for storage, but it was out of the way and we could get her workout equipment actually into a state where she could use it. She was really bummed out that she couldn't use her row machine and her elliptical and all of those things. So I really wanted to get this moved into this closet. I was happy that knowing a lot of the stuff in this closet was actually her kids, so we were going to just box it up. That way she could bring it to her kids and give her so much storage. And then, like I've said before, I don't like doing deep cleans. However, I will do a tidy up, so vacuuming, dusting, things like that to me isn't deep cleaning, but it definitely still needs to get done. In this situation, you can see this dresser is just covered in dust. So I'll go through everything on it and clean it off. I do like to leave these homeowners where they still may have stuff to do, but it's so much less overwhelming. 90% of the time, the people I work with, it's not that they're lazy, it's that something in their life has happened and things have piled up and they get to a point where they don't even know where to start. So my goal is always to get them to a point where they can keep up with things and not have an overwhelming feeling when they walk into a room. I don't know why it's always so satisfying to see a really dirty floor get vacuumed, but seeing dust get wiped up, really dirty floors get clean is so satisfying. So I really hope you guys find it as enjoyable as I do. Now, one thing I heard a lot of this past Wednesday is how much you guys enjoy my Hoarder series, and I am so happy you guys enjoy it. But there is a reason that I do Sunday Hoarders and Wednesday's traditional cleaning methods. I know a lot of you that enjoy these need a huge motivation, but my Wednesday videos are to show you more of how to maintain something once you've already got it, because it's not a do it once and it's done. You have to keep on. I'm constantly decluttering my house, constantly cleaning it and keeping it in order. Otherwise, my house would get just this bad. Being a mom of 2 small boys and a busy wife, it's easy to let things get overwhelming. So definitely take advantage of my Wednesday videos. These 2 videos really do go hand in hand. This is to help you get through the craziness, give you that extreme motivation. But my Wednesday videos are definitely a lot more educational of how to deep clean once you've gotten to a certain space, or how to declutter, how to organize, and a lot more in depth of different ideas. So I really hope you guys enjoy my Wednesday videos. Also, I do try and make them go hand in hand. I do know I could do probably 2 of these a week and you guys would be so happy. But my goal really is to help you, not just the here and now, but for the long haul.
talk to her. I know this might look bad, but I'm just gonna melt in the background, watching you lean into her. I'm a fool. I just wanna get close to you. Yeah, I wanna get close. I'm a fool. I know. Are you thinking about us too? 'Cause I don't know. Are you missing it just?
Now, after going through each section, this was the area of stuff that I needed her to go through that we could find homes for or just put away as needed. I told you this was a little bit harder because normally if I'm working in other areas, I have a workspace. In this situation, I didn't, so I just collected everything that had to be gone through so that we could go through it in the end. A lot of the papers I put in a box that she could go through individually. But a lot of this stuff was big stuff that had to be gone through. So this is just us going through it. She is off to the side so that she's not on camera, but I still wanted you guys to kind of see how we go through everything and really make sure it is utilized to the best of its abilities. I also do not like to shop for these videos because often I find so many useful things in the homeowner's house. These boxes alone are awesome for office storage for her with her doing all her work in here.
I'm a fool. I just wanna get close to you. Yeah, I wanna get close. I'm a fool. I know. Are you thinking about us too? Are you missing it just like I do? Are you worried about me too? 'Cause I'm thinking aloud, I'm wondering about you, eh? About you, baby.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive.
Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This is just like my final steps of doing a good vacuuming of the entire room, a quick dusting. That way when the homeowner sees it this last time, they can really see the whole picture. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you subscribe if you're new and give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And if you made it to the end, leave me a heart emoji or the word heart. I love knowing who's supporting me and making it to the end. So if you could do that, it would mean the world to me. And now let's get into these before and afters, because I know you guys love these just as much as I do.
Not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else.